I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing.
By today's video, as y'all see, we finna be reacting to, the title is this: my son would not be dating a black girl. This lady went to social media, TikTok, and basically explaining some things. I would advise y'all to watch the video throughout. But yeah, let's go get into this right now, man, and see why she will not let her son date a black girl.
I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust.
Wait. Hold on. Let's hear her out.
I'm sorry, but my son will not be dating a black girl. He will not. Because yesterday we went to Six Flags, and when I tell you the pure level of disgust that I saw in these black girls that you independent queens are raising is purely disgusting and disturbing. I literally left early because my kids was looking like, what the is going on? And this is in the Bay Area, California. These girls, all of them unsupervised, in packs, unsupervised, no supervision, just running amok in the theme park. Multiple fights break out, multiple. And I'm just like, okay, the police had to start patrolling the park because these little couldn't keep their hands safe up. One little bitch about 12 years old talking about some, oh, Jeremy, his small anyway, don't want to meet me. What do you mean it's small anyway? Girl, you are 12 to 13 years old. And then these other girls like, ooh, boo, boo, boo. And these dudes like, y'all are hella chopped. Y'all are hella, it wasn't even the black boys. It was the girls. The girls was fighting multiple fights. Parking lot shut down from them little fighting. And then this white lady turned out to talk like that. Her and her friends trying to fight the white lady. I'm like, just no self-respect, no home training. And I see why. And I seen a lot of, when I seen the black boys with the white girls coupled up looking cute, I seen the Mexican kids, I seen the Asian. Only ones outside acting a was the black girls. And I'm specifically saying black girls. There was no black boys acting the ass. It was the black girl. Oh, fuck that, he bumped into me. You are 16 years old. Calm down. When I tell you, you are raising little miniature single baby mamas, that's what the fuck y'all raising. Because them little don't respect themselves. They don't respect nobody else. I'm sorry, but my son will not be.
I personally don't believe that I would, put an entire race of women into a category. I understand her frustration and what she's saying. I feel like what she's saying, a lot of people do say, as far as the frustrations towards the community. But I don't hear too many people say to not date a black woman. I really don't hear that. I probably hear about, women saying that they don't want to date no black dude because they tired of this and that. But I feel like some things what she's saying is not just about black women. It can be a problem within our community of just certain things that happen. But she's let's listen to what she got to say right quick.
Take a moment to apologize for my statements in my video earlier about how my son wouldn't date a black girl. I do want to apologize about that.
Okay.
Because I didn't realize that people just accept the behaviors of black girls that I find impulsive, I find disgusting, and I find disturbing. So I do want to take a moment to apologize for that. If that is the behaviors that you guys accept, then that is the behavior that you guys accept. And I should not be judging people for what they believe in. If you believe that they were okay in that behavior, then that is okay, and that's what you.
That's not what we're saying, baby.
You accept. I mean, me personally, when I saw 4 girls trying to jump a white woman for her asking them not to say PUSSY and DICK in front of her kid, and they're like 5 and 7-year-old girls. I personally feel like that was wrong. But again, you guys said that that's kids being kids, and that is fine. I've gotten a lot of backlash, and you know what? At the end of the day, if that's the way y'all are raising y'all kids and y'all feel like y'all kids can act that way, I am not one to judge. And again, my words, when I was saying it, I was very upset because of what I saw. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that my son wouldn't date a black girl. it's more or less like those type of black girls I would
There
steer
you
my son
go.
away from. And yes, I do give him guidance, and his dad does give him guidance to not put up with disrespect. You know what I mean? If a girl is going to be loud and disrespectful and fighting and a hooligan and all this other stuff, you don't deal with those type of girls, like, at all. So again, I think that the way that I viewed this younger generation, I guess I didn't have a clear understanding of it. But now that you guys have told me in multiple videos that I was wrong for calling them and saying that they were, and was wrong for calling them HO for basically talking about penises and, you know, having and all this other stuff at 12 years old, I guess, you know, I just wasn't aware that that was okay in the community. You know what I mean? So I do apologize for that.
No, I don't think people are trying to say that that's okay within the community. The apology was understood. What people are saying is that it was a very broad and blank statement as far as like, my son would not date X, Y, and Z. You know, when in reality, I don't think that it's just black women who really have that caliber. It's really how someone is raised. You possibly want your son or your daughter dating anyone who was not raised to have class, or they're not just class within themselves. I personally don't think that it has anything to do with race, because I've seen every single ethnicity. I went to a school. I lived in an area where things like this were very, how can you put it? Let's just say it was a trail mix of everything that was BS. So you got to see that it really wasn't about the race. It was about their parents. More importantly, it was about their environment, who they choose to hang around, what they indulge themselves in outside of school. And ultimately where they're in life now was a reflection of everything they've been doing since they were a child. So it was just more so the statement that you did when you put an entire ethnicity, with you being a black woman yourself. So maybe, I don't know if you're talking about yourself, you could have just worded that totally different. Understand your frustration with the situation that you gave an example on, but at the same time, you know, it wasn't just about the color or the race of someone. It was more so on how they were raised.
The fact that multiple of you have went out and found my address and my location to cause harm to my children for saying the unruly behavior of the black girls that I witnessed at the Six Flags theme park is beyond me. The amount of black women in my inbox calling my kids ugly, making fun of my son, doing all these things just kind of proves my point. Because at the end of the day, it's like, so you saying my son is ugly, you calling my daughters ugly, you calling them B-words, you're calling them nappy-headed, you're calling them all these things because I said, I gave you examples. I gave you facts of the behaviors that the children at the park were exerting. I didn't make up the behaviors. This is actually what happens. So you guys are saying that I am putting down black women, that I am misjudging them, that I am doing this, and the fifth.
Now, you weren't misjudging them individuals, but black women as a whole, that's what we are trying to say.
All I did was tell you the behaviors that we saw. The police had to pat my children down. The police had to look in my purse because they snuck weapons in. They were fighting each other. And so, yes, I was very upset. I was very upset because we drove 2 hours out. You guys say, oh, I'm sorry you live in the hood. No, we drove 2 hours out because my kids wanted to go to Fright Fest. So it was a big culture shock. But for you guys to inbox me and to inbox other people my address and things like that all over a video that had nothing to do with your own children or nothing to do with you in general, because I'm saying as a whole we all need to do better, is ridiculous. And another thing, it is a typical black woman to say that my son will be gay. Every time a man doesn't agree with a woman, oh, he's gay. Huh? He's gay. Oh, her son's gonna be with the man. He's gay. He's gay. So all the he's gay comments, because he's 11, will definitely be, you know, you'll be blocked for sure. And on top of that, it's kind of like, I tell you guys that a 12-year-old girl was talking about penis size. That's fine. Kids will be kids. But then you sit here and call my son gay. How does that make sense? A grown woman condemning me for saying these things about another child, and then you come on my page and call my child gay.
That's actually pretty crazy. People are finding her address and threatening her kids and stuff like that. Social media is real, but it was how you worded the clip. If you just would have put everything in one, people probably would have understood. But when somebody see a clip that goes viral, they're not going to look at nothing else. You made more than one part so people can look at different parts, but people don't have that type of patience at all.
So according to black women on TikTok, I am now sleeping with my 11-year-old son.
What?
So first he was ugly, then he was gay, and now he's sleeping with his mom. They were like, why does she care what he does? Because he's my child. I care what my daughters do too. I care what all of my children do. It's not just my son. I want all of my kids to have good futures. I'm sorry, I do. And so it's like for you guys to equate that to us sleeping together just shows the mindset of a black woman, how immature. It's like they all stopped getting mentally, I guess, mental matureness in like 7th and 8th grade. It's like a Mean Girls clique of is basically what the fuck it is. And so basically now you guys say I'm sleeping with my son, and then oh my favorite, she's not even black. I will never tell you guys what I am because it doesn't matter. Literally,
you're melanated. That's basically what they're trying to say. Like, I know you know that, girl. You're a very attractive woman. You seem like you're very educated. You're very well articulated. Yeah, let's finish watching this.
What I am does not matter, because at the end of the day, whether I'm a black person saying, oh, their behavior was this, and this, or whether I'm not a black person saying their behavior was this, and this, it doesn't matter. The bad behavior still stands. And you guys,
the behavior is understandable. Like, I think that they just really mad at the fact that you categorized. I more so think even if you said my son is not dating any women in life, because the women in today's generation is crazy. You know, if you would have said women, trust me, it would have been more than black women hitting you up. But because you reached out to that direct demographic of women, then 9 times out of 10, they're going to reach out to you and say something. You know, people are going to feel some type of way, even if their child is not.
It's like, oh, get them help instead of talking to them. You see what the white lady that got her, she almost got beat up trying to help the situation. What? Okay, and realistically, what am I supposed to do? Since everyone was like, oh, don't call them this, don't call them that. I already apologized for calling them everything that I've called them. I've apologized for that. But it still does not excuse the behavior. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
And they're like, oh, address the parents. There was no parents. They were by themselves. You know what I mean? And
positive with no parents.
One girl commented on my stuff talking about she did address some parents and she almost got beat up at some Six Flags. I'm like, what? Like, the parents tried to fight her. Other teachers in the comments said, yeah, I try to tell parents about their kids' behavior. They tell the superintendent, they say I'm bullying, I'm being racist. It's like parents don't care. The parents don't want to hear it. Nothing is going to change. So obviously, when I get online and I was ranting like that, I was kind of hoping that, you know, some youth would see it. Because at the end of the day, again, I do believe in shame. Shame is the biggest way for change behavior. And if someone's not saying it, how are they supposed to know? You can't talk nicely to these kids. We all know that. You cannot talk nicely to them because they don't understand it, because they don't care.
Yeah, she kind of snapping at the end there. I ain't gonna lie. Rika, you got to snapping. But yeah, y'all let me know y'all thoughts and on this down below. I understood what she was trying to say. I just think that she worded it a little wrong. So, you know, y'all get chill on her a little bit. Don't go too crazy, but, you know, let me know how y'all felt about that. You know, I feel like she was trying to explain what she felt and how she felt. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't make sense. She probably was in her feelings, you know, about some things. But all in all, I understood her message as far as her frustration towards children. You know, but categorizing it, I feel like that's possibly where you went wrong at. And that's where that's why people are attacking you on social media. You know, like, now, don't lie. Everybody watch, don't lie. You have been in a situation as a black person where you said, hey, I ain't gonna lie, there's too many there. And the reason I say that, because a lot of people know, even Chris Rock made a commentary about it when he said that it's the difference from and it's the difference from a black person. When you go to a spot, it's like you going in the middle of the hood at a fair. You're not going to take your whole family there. You're going to say, nope, it's some crazy there. You know, instead of you going in the county and it's possibly some more black people, some like in Atlanta, you go in certain places, it feels a lot more safe for you to have your children. So I understand what she's saying, and I hope y'all understand as well. She did have wrongs in situations. I don't know if she's watching this video, but I'm just letting you know, vocabulary with this definitely makes a difference with the social media world.